up on my back, had to rewrite off the map. Down on my dick, I was just trying to stack chips, but dunking my hand in her dip. She want a trick, told her this not for discussion. We fucking now, I gotta skip. Knew you had never had faith in me, nigga, but now that I got it, don't doubt me again. Back to the subject, we was just robbing for loot. Had a deuce in the boot, we needed food. I needed more than that eighth, just chasing the fifth to the face. Mama was working while daddy was missing. My partner locked in, just riding the sentence. Told him I got him whenever he make it, but why he...
We got 2 new guests again. We got...
It's your boy Corwin, part of the Uncorked podcast, owner of Magnolia Soul Cycles.
Love it. And we got...
Miss Joy, owner of nothing, but I do have side gigs.
So listen, like when I say like you got to like talk in your mic, like put it up to your mouth. Yeah. So the people can hear you.
Miss Joy.
See how better that sound?
Yes.
So before we get into the first topic, what outside of the stuff you got to promote, because you'll have a chance for that later. What are some things that you want the people to know about you?
Well, you said outside of promoting what I do, I am one wise, intellectual guy. So I'm always open and listening to other people's, opinions and whatnot. So I go to this open-minded, very reasonable, very understanding. I actually listen to understand and not listen to reply. But other than that, just a cool dude, man. Out here trying to survive the mean streets of Jackson.
For sure.
I'll piggyback off Pimp Daddy Cord. just to piggyback off him. I'm down to earth, laid back,
you high?
Understanding. Am I high?
Yeah.
I need to be.
You nervous?
No.
Okay.
No, I ain't nervous. Oh, you don't agree with my answer?
No, I'm just looking at how you looking. You look nervous, like you scared or something.
No. Just like he said, I make sure that I listen to understand versus reacting before. Other than that, I'm cool, calm, collected. That's about it.
Cool. This is gonna sound so disrespectful out of context.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
We've all spun the block a few times, right? When it comes to intersexual relations, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. A while ago, there was a post that said different females makes men grow to different sizes. First off, I know the real answer. Do y'all agree or disagree with that? Or what are y'all thoughts on that?
Well, did you go first, Joy? I know the answer to that.
I mean, I'm gonna just speak from experience.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I ain't never had no problem with making, a man grow from my own skills. Mm-hmm. So I ain't never heard of that before where, a woman can, different women can make a man grow different sizes. Mm. Can it happen? Sure. If the man is not like into that woman, so he might not, he might get up just enough to get the job done, but he not up. But from experience, I ain't never had that happen.
Interesting.
Kind of like we said, it's pretty much how aroused you are by that person. Mm-hmm. Now, if you ain't aroused by that person, you might not have a full heart on. Mm-hmm. But typically, if you a guy and you about to have sex, no girl is gonna make it bigger than what it was 2 weeks ago.
Right? Because I'm like, who are we?
Unless you penis pumping or something around here. But other than that, like, yeah, that ain't make no difference, man. That's it. I ain't never heard of that one.
So I have a different answer.
Okay.
I'm finna somewhat disagree with y'all, but I'm finna somewhat agree with y'all, and then I'm finna disagree with what she's saying, because the second part of the post said, if I ever find out a nigga got 10 inches and I only got 7, I'm going to prison. First off, nigga ain't finna get a whole extra 3 inches.
Right.
because of some new pussy.
That's a whole extra penis.
That's a
Right.
whole
That's a whole.
that's a whole nother dick that this nigga just grew. But I will say this. I do agree that it comes with arousal level. But I also think it comes with the level of confidence in the man. Because some niggas, like, you might get really aroused, but it might be y'all first time messing around or whatever, or especially if it's somebody you've been wanting for a long time, so you anxious about your performance. You might get the full size, but not the full size. But if you come in with another level of confidence and you fully aroused,
Yeah.
from my experience, I've seen a difference. Now it's not a 3-inch difference,
Yeah.
but it's it's definitely
The tenderness.
it's a noticeable difference. I say that.
So again, it has nothing to do with the actual size. It's really more about what you're doing and arousal.
Yeah,
So
it's just how much of his actual size you get.
Because if a nigga growing 3 extra inches, he wasn't hard to begin with.
Couldn't be.
So
Couldn't be.
that's actually funny. When you think about it though, we've all had, partners that you're like, man, I could have did better with that. But then, you got some that are like, man, I did, impeccable, immaculate, like put it down. But again, that has nothing to do with the actual size. Yeah. It's really about stamina, if you're in your own head or not, and arousal.
yeah.
So again, but no, I'm not gonna go from 7 to 10 just because.
That's a whole different.
Katrina said she ain't want nobody less than 10. So you mean to tell me if I get Trina, I'm automatically at 10 now?
If you ain't 10 or above,
Man, you ain't 10.
you ain't
put it
getting
back
no
up.
Trina. You might well save yourself that embarrassment.
How many people she find around that actually got that though?
I feel like I heard her say, like, in the interview, that she was just talking. But at the same time,
I think once you fuck so much, you kind of need something. It's just like
Yeah.
somebody that does drugs all the time. They go up to a different level to actually feel it.
yeah.
That's the same thing I think. And I think she was fucking a lot. So and I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But
And now that I'm thinking about, the closest I've ever come to anything like that is a person that I will not name. It's like humongous, but I never enjoyed the full 10, 11, 12, what may it be. I never got all of that, but like I said, from my own personal skills, it wasn't because of me. I ended up finding things out later on during our stint as to why he could not get fully aroused. So
That
it's
nigga
just
was
like, no. Well, it's not confirmed.
It's suspected.
I hope
Possible.
I hope he's not gay, because that mean it'd be even harder for him to have sex. So
Okay. I mean,
you just
I have
fucking
no
up.
proof. I have no proof of it.
In the words of TD Jakes, he might get
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelmed?
if he can find that, he'll be good to go.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
All right, cool. Well, shit, we can just. So y'all haven't experienced. Well, you say you haven't experienced. You haven't experienced a difference in what you present to your partners.
Now have some got the floppy. Yeah, I'm a male.
Not the floppy disk.
It's gonna happen. What they call it? They say henny dick, but
Yeah.
some people think henny dick means they can go forever. It just depends, man.
I say this. I've had a situation with a chick where, like I said, it was like our first couple times. We still learning each other, and I felt like she wasn't. She said she was enjoying it. Like the body language said she was enjoying it, but I'm like, you ain't giving me the reaction I want. Yeah. So then I get soft. But then I've had other times where I come in that bitch on a mission.
Damn, Zay, you must want her to sound like a goddamn gorilla in that buzz.
It ain't about what she sound like. It's about
You can tell as
it's
a
about
guy.
the other shit.
As a guy, you can tell whether
Sometimes-
she's enjoying it or not. Like,
Cause you can sound like whatever and it don't mean shit. But when you got
I didn't know y'all could tell that.
oh yeah.
I'm not
got-
saying I ain't never faked it.
If you're experienced enough, you can tell whether
Yeah.
she's actually enjoying it or not.
yeah.
Or if you had enough special partners. Like, if you ain't never did it like that for real, she can lie to you all day long.
Yeah.
Especially if she experienced in it.
Yeah.
She can lie all day long.
It's easier for women to fake, but some shit just can't be denied.
You can't fake that leg shaking.
You can't fake that shit. You can't fake that shit.
Or that, why are you doing this to me? Like you can't fake that. You're not gonna just say that out the blue.
Hey, there are some master manipulators out in these streets.
I believe it. I met some, but
Listen.
it's hard. Those are a dime a dozen.
I'm just gonna say it's some shit you can't fake.
Let me ask you this though.
Go ahead.
Have you ever somebody that you really wanted to smash and you couldn't do full effort on it?
Yeah, but I was lucky enough to be able to redeem myself. Once I got that chance to redeem myself.
It's not about how you start.
But
How you
Sometimes
finish.
it depends on who you dealing with.
I'm
It is about how you start.
about to say you lucky because sometimes people don't give you a second chance.
For sure.
So
Man, let me tell you, I had to get a second chance that same night one time.
Oh, you was
he
determined.
was like, hell no.
No, listen. So look. So she came over, and we was chilling, and I'm hard, like under my clothes. It was like for 3 hours straight.
Damn. What, you took one of them rhino pills?
No.
I was just. She was fine,
Oh, okay.
but you hard for that long. Once you actually get to it, the shit ain't gonna last long at all. At all. Like she got on top, and I said, whoa. Ain't got 10 pumps here.
She trying to take you out.
Man, look, so the shit lasted a good, I ain't gonna say a good minute, 45 seconds. And I'm just hurt. I done hurt my damn self. Like, ain't no fucking way this shit done happen.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
And she, oh, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. We done put our clothes on. I said, man, I felt my shit coming back. I said, oh yeah. You can take this shit back off.
Run it back.
Run that back.
And because you already bust, now you can go even longer the second time.
Now I can really fulfill my plan.
That's why they tell you they're fat before you go on a date or fat before you meet up with a girl. Cause
What, like jack off?
Yeah,
Oh.
to go and get that first one out the way because the anticipation of what makes you nut fast.
And then I didn't even plan on doing it that night. It's just what happened.
That's typically how I go.
So I didn't fat before. But I tell you what, that second time, I did what I was supposed to do. I took her back home. And before I made it off her street, I got the text saying, you got that, you know.
That fall.
Man, listen. So, like I've said it on the show before, as long as I get that good dick review, everything else don't really matter.
Have you ever been lied to though?
Saying lied that they enjoyed it.
He
Yeah,
wouldn't know that.
I mean, probably not, but
I
have you ever suspected that she was lying?
I always suspect it.
Whoa.
I don't believe these bitches. In the words of James. but
Shout
at
out
the
to
same
you.
time, there's some shit you can't deny. If it's undeniable, then you know. But like in the early stages of my sexcapades, but probably so, yeah.
Because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Because no girl wants to hurt nobody's feelings, especially if they like you.
Yeah.
Now, if they don't
I
like
would
you.
say
don't
yes,
give a
get up.
fuck. Y'all say that, but y'all don't, man.
Yeah, we
that shit
doing
don't
that shit for
happen.
real.
That shit don't happen.
Unless that nigga don't mean nothing to you.
And it's hard for y'all to smash somebody that don't mean nothing to you.
Right. Well, it's hard for some.
In general, it's hard.
I gotta know who I'm dealing with.
It's hard in general.
not to do you like that, but
I'm gonna keep my comments
getting
to
done
myself.
like that. So
I got hella questions for you now, Joe. But out of
Hey,
respect,
I'm
I'm not even
a
gonna
open
ask.
yeah, no, out of respect,
I'm not even gonna
Oh.
ask.
out of respect. This lo-fi hitting.
That's sad.
Oh hell no, we can go back.
I do want to know what was the point then.
Of lying?
No,
I mean-
of doing it.
It's just like, niggas talk a good game and then they get in there and just be fucking doing shit. Shit that don't make sense.
What does that mean though? Just doing shit.
I mean, do I give second chances? It depends on the person,
How much you like the person do.
how much I like them, But If
What-
it's just some,
Does how much you like them matter more than how their first performance went?
yes, that's why I give a second chance. But on that second chance, they still fucking up.
So
We can't
All
play
right, my boy.
baseball.
So if on that first chance, you like him a lot, but he just dog water.
First time, okay, he just nervous. You know, I get it. We human. I done had a dry spell here and there before, but second time, all right, my nigga.
Let me ask you this though: what makes it trash?
What makes it trash? Overall performance, the skill, and if he just ain't up to the standard that I like. Now, depending on our relationship or situationship or whatever case may be, if I can talk to you about the things that I like or dislike, because at this point you don't know what I like, right? I'm gonna have a conversation with you depending on how much I like you. If you just a nigga I'm fucking, then
Okay, let me ask you this then.
you got to figure that shit out.
I got a question for both of y'all. Once you ask your
Hold on,
question,
let me ask you this then. So let's say you're very aroused. If you're very aroused, he shouldn't have to do much because you're already aroused, right?
If I'm already aroused and he not adding to make me get over that threshold, aka climaxing,
But you're already there though. So how hard is that?
it's very hard. Without saying too much.
I think that depends on the woman.
Zay, what's your question?
You done.
It's a so I think you just answered it, but it can work for both of y'all. Because I asked it before, a long time ago on the show, but I'm gonna ask y'all, since y'all some new guests, if you don't come, is it automatically trash?
No.
No.
Interesting.
And I'll speak for a woman's perspective. I can't speak for every woman, but I feel like I can generalize it at least. It's hard to make a woman nut if she has not experienced a true climax. A bitch can nut 100 times infinity from head, but like that penetration, that's tough. That's tough. And if a nigga don't make me, I think I can compromise. If you make me bust, a few times from head, but you don't get the vaginal, I feel like I can live with that because I did get some sort of satisfaction. But if you just down there just not doing shit, and then you go and you ain't making me nut no other kind of way, then no. That's it, my boy.
This is how I look at it though, real talk. I feel like most women should know how to make themselves bust, right?
Yeah.
True.
So if you know how to make yourself bust, you should be able to adjust when you're having sex with somebody else to make yourself bust.
Yeah.
Now, if
Or
you-
at least tell them what they need to do.
If you solely relying on the other person to make you bust, I think something wrong. Because you ain't in touch with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
get
then
that.
because you got some women that say some shit like they don't want to teach their man and blah blah blah.
I understand they want the men just to know. I understand. I get it. But at the same time, it's just like you got to be able to put in the work yourself too. Like you had your body all your life. How you not know what turn you on and what don't turn you on, and how to get off on people?
That go like what he just said. Having some women don't like to teach, because me personally, I don't like to teach a man, but I don't have a problem with showing a man what I like because I'm different from everybody else.
That's the same thing.
So
in my opinion,
teaching could be this nigga ain't never had no pussy before, or he ain't had no real pussy before.
It's real pussy.
You know when you got some real pussy, and I won't leave it at that. You ain't.
Okay.
You'll know when you got some real pussy. But I don't know. I guess it's just different.
I think
Cause some men literally fuck just for them, and it's just like
I believe it.
at some point, when are you gonna grow up to realize your nut? I ain't gonna say it don't matter, but if you in a relationship, getting your woman to nut is a whole lot more efficient than you just getting your nut.
But you just said that it takes a lot of women. It takes a lot for them to get to that point of even reaching an orgasm.
It does.
So if you a guy that constantly encounters that, what you think his mindset is gonna be now?
Now he just as long as I got me. But if I ain't gonna be in a relationship with no nigga that ain't gonna make me nut, and that's just that.
Everybody not pleasers though, so
That nigga better learn
if you want to be with you,
if he want to be with me.
are you doing the exact same thing though?
Yeah, Yeah. I mean, but
you
also,
didn't sound enthusiastic about that.
oh. I'm gonna handle mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna handle mine.
Thank you for being more exuberant with it. Thank you.
I'm gonna handle mine.
I think, just like how we say that, depending on the arousal, men can show up with more. Going back to saying somebody has some real pussy, I think that can depend on the woman's level of arousal too. Because if you ain't all the way in the game,
I'm not gonna be all the way in the game.
right? But then, just like if you come in with that confidence and you already aroused based off the man that you dealing with, you might show out a little more. That make him show out a little more.
Yeah.
But you know.
So back to the whole,
Uh-oh.
if you don't come, like, was it worth it? Have you came every time you fucking?
I rarely do.
You rarely come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
I wasn't expecting that answer, but but again, there are certain times where, you know, as long as she getting hers, I'm fine.
And that's why I rarely do.
And like I said, I don't really have to. Like, now, of course, you do want to nut. It's like the best part of it. But to me, as a guy, the best part is me getting your guts in the first place. Yeah. And if you reacting like you like it,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I'm winning, goddamn it.
Yeah, for sure.
45 minutes straight, goddamn it.
Tell your friends.
You still going, like, oh yeah.
I just, and I'm gonna speak from experience. I just went so. Let me not say long. I've been fucking since I was 17. I ain't finna sugarcoat that shit. These bitches be lying. Nah,
Why you can say 18?
Nah, fuck that. 17 is legal in some states. Mississippi is legal.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
I've been fucking since 14.
Whoa. Cut that part out.
No.
But, you know,
Bring in
like,
the feds.
as a, you know,
Statute of limitations up.
as a, you know, young hoe in the streets, you know, I wasn't fucking for that. You know, at this point, I'm just doing it just to say I was doing it. You know, but as an adult, it is harder for me to nut for real because now I'm at the age now where I want intimacy. I want the pleasure, I want the full experience. And sometimes, this old Buick need a little, the ends need to get reared up a little bit.
Yeah.
So
That's like when you hit that button before you crank the lawnmower.
See, that's why you should be fucking so early, because if you would have started at 25 instead of 17, you would have been 5-6 years into a marriage by now before you got that feeling. Like, oh, I'm not even getting satisfied. Or you might not even got that feeling, I'm not getting satisfied.
But now I'm not gonna lie. What? You know, it's harder as a woman who truly, truly, truly knows when she's nutting. It's hard as an adult.
Do you go blind?
I ain't say I go blind, but I do lose hearing in one ear. So
That's a good one right there.
you know how you stick a Q-tip in your ear? You did.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they say guys nut and then go to sleep or roll over? I have never been that guy. My blood is too much going on. Like I'm over here putting in actual workouts over here. So ain't no way I'm just going pass out to go to sleep. First of all, I'm sweating. And I'm not finna lay in no sweat. Two, like I said, I'm like, damn, I need something. I need some juice or something. I need to walk around.
You need to hydrate. Drink some Pedialyte.
I ain't never want to that just like, oh, just finna roll over and start snoring. Like, hell no. There's too much going on right now.
Yeah.
Hell no. Especially if we ain't together and you just here, you might steal my shit.
Damn, so what kind of women you dealing with? You gotta lock your water.
You must ain't heard
Jacktown.
You see the sign behind you.
I see.
Yeah. So, yeah, like if we together or if we just got if we have that connection, which I'm not out here just fucking random shit at 28. So I'm gonna have some level of trust in you. But at the same time, like you said, I'm not just gonna fuck and then go to sleep. We finna fuck and then go do something else.
Typically, a person go to sleep before me anyway, so it take me a lot for me to just fall asleep out of nowhere. So.
Yeah. Unless it's like just super late. But even still, like you said, my blood flowing and shit now. I probably did nut, so that ain't finna take me out.
Have you went and fap right after a girl left?
For sure.
I've done that a couple times too.
For sure.
You didn't just remember what you just did. It's almost like reenacting the porno.
What does FAP stand for? Like, is that an acronym? I know what y'all are talking about, but
I really don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's the noise that it makes when you lubed up.
I didn't know it made a noise. Okay.
It sometimes it do, sometimes it don't.
What you mean? It make noise when a girl.
When the girl lubed up.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
The way they say
Don't worry
stirring
about
macaroni. You never heard that?
She probably stirring chitlins or some shit.
Black eyed peas from the
Smothered cabbage and shit.
I was just gonna say it really be that cabbage. I don't know if y'all ever heard cabbage when you.
Oh, I done smothered some cabbage before.
Anyway.
So, and I guess you can include sex in this, but we moving on to the next part. And I guess you can include sex in this if you want to. When you actually in a relationship, as a man, as a woman, what do you prioritize?
My partner's happiness. That's what I prioritize.
What I mean, as far as what you are getting from it, from your partner.
That's very vague.
Not really. One, peace. But when I say peace, it's like you being kind. When you're a kind person, it makes me want to do extra stuff for you. So again, I prioritize a kind woman first, because like if you want a woman that you like every other day I'm doing this, like I'm like
You side eyeing your chick.
right. I'm like I have no reason to go out of my way to do nothing for you. But if I see you kind, like you ain't gotta be kind towards me. If you kind towards a waiter, somebody on the street, somebody walking past, like that, all that kind of stuff is like, man, that's attractive.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make sure you get that back double because you being kind. So that's why I prioritize that. And of course, everybody knows me. My number one pet peeve is stupidity. So you cannot be stupid. Like
You just gonna call her stupid?
You cannot be stupid. You gotta have some common sense. You gotta be willing to have some common sense.
So going with stupidity. A lot of women,
people.
I'm talking about women when I say this, because I think women do it more than men. A lot of people are stupid, yes, but I'm specifically talking about in relationships. Women, when they around a man, like to turn their brain off.
Mm-hmm.
Does that count as being stupid?
No, as long as you got common sense, you can turn your brain off, but don't be dumb. Like, I understand you just doing you basically reverting back to you want to be a child. Mm-hmm. You want to be not in control, but that don't mean you be stupid. I done met a lot of intelligent children. They have full conversation with you and they children.
Yeah.
So that don't mean you just be dumb. But again, like I said, as long as you got common sense, it don't matter to me.
Yeah.
Now, you can be like, if I tell you what's 39 plus 42, and you like, I get that. But if I tell you, hey, it's raining, you're like, let me go and grab this umbrella so I won't get wet. That's common sense. Like, yeah. I need you to still be somewhat.
Don't just say
a functioning adult.
Yeah. Don't just say, oh, okay, and then walk outside and be like, oh, it's raining.
Yeah.
Like, you dumbass.
Yeah, my hair fucked up.
I knew I should have brought a jacket. It's raining. Now I gotta go get that. Run to the car, get her umbrella, and I'm wet now because you didn't want to listen. Like, yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I feel you.
I mean, for me, I'm gonna take this a whole different way. Now, I feel bad because we're just talking about sinful activities, but the number one thing is, I guess, I'm gonna go there. You gotta believe in Jesus Christ, the Lord Almighty, because that's my Savior who died for my sins. You gotta believe in the same thing. Now, different, denominations. We'll talk about that later. Me and that person will talk about that later. But
let's talk about it now.
That's I mean, I don't have a preference.
We ain't gotta talk about it.
Oh, but I about to say I'll go there.
I'm sure you got a preference.
I'm talking about like denomination, not actual different religions.
Oh, okay.
But like different religions, no. I will not tolerate that. I'm sorry.
You don't want to the big red dot you made your forehead?
I don't know.
You don't want to wear a hijab?
No, I don't. They cute, but no.
You be warm.
No, but I think that's what I'm gonna prioritize first. Then we'll prioritize. Can you make me happy? What can you provide for me, and what can I provide for you? Because everything in a relationship is push and pull. And my partner, I want to be able to feel like I don't have to be masculine, because y'all know me a little bit personally more than the viewers, right? But I feel like I shouldn't have to be masculine. And the number one thing in a woman is, oh, I had to get it out the mud. I by myself. You know, most of our parents were, when I say most, I mean black people. Most of our parents were single parents, and that's what they saw as a woman. They had to get it by any means. You know, I don't want to have to feel like that. And I thank God that I didn't have that situation 100%. To an extent I did, but not like some of the, you know, not like some other people. But I do prioritize if a man can make me feel feminine. So, but I know everything is push and pull.
How does a man make you feel feminine?
Taking away unnecessary shit that I don't have to deal with. Like, you know, for example, my current situation, my current relationship. Cut that part out. My current relationship is... I don't have to, real simple, I don't have to open doors up. I ain't never had no man to open the door for me. Like, that's sweet to me. I ain't never had that. I don't have to worry about if I got to pull my wallet out and be like, you know, unless this is something that we agreed on. Baby, I'll take care of lunch today. You done did enough this week. I'll take care of lunch for us. You know, but any other time, I don't have to worry about who gonna pay. I don't have to worry about who gonna drive. I don't have to worry about if I'm gonna have to open the door up. I don't have to worry about anything. You know, I don't have to worry about that. And I never had that before. That's just something super simple that just came to the top of my mind. But that makes me feel good.
You know, they're just a regular gentleman though, right?
That's a regular gentleman.
So you never dated a gentleman?
No, these some niggas.
I would say as many times we done went back when we was at Jacktown shit, we done went out of shit. I done held the door for everybody.
Oh,
but we wasn't dating.
I don't let females touch the door. They're around me. Like so.
That's why I say some men are different.
So I got a question, and we can cut it out if you know. Weren't you married at one point?
I was.
You ain't hold the door?
No.
All right.
She was young. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, I'm not saying that he was never sweet in other ways, and maybe it just didn't occur
you gonna marry
to
a
him.
Motherfucker and can't hold it up.
I mean, hey, listen. We was out here wild and young, ain't no left and right. So I give him that much. But in other ways, he was sweet to me. In other ways, but it was, as far as like opening the door and stuff, nah.
Did in your marriage, did you feel feminine?
No, not one piece. No.
Okay.
I guess different strokes for different folks, but it wasn't all bad. Like it wasn't just, you know, terrible.
I'm not saying it was bad. I just mean that aspect of the marriage.
Femininity, no.
She wasn't old enough or experienced enough to know that there are dudes out here that actually
that
care and actually want to be a gentleman and actually do stuff that he's supposed to do as a husband, let alone a boyfriend or something like that.
And I just think he was very conditioned because he was in the military. I think he was just very conditioned to do a lot of stuff without having to worry about others. And when I say that, I'm not saying because he knows to protect his battle buddies and stuff like that. He don't know how to protect his wife or his loved ones or stuff like that. So that's a little different, but.
Well, there was a point, I believe, where the military taught or stressed being chivalrous. It's probably not that like that today. I can almost guarantee it's not like that today.
If they did, that nigga didn't listen.
You know, it's just certain shit like, you know. So, I got a video that I want y'all to listen to. And I want to see if y'all agree, because I think I agree more with this video than what y'all saying. But I'm going to just play it.
Women don't accept the reality that men take respect over love any day. Mm-hmm. Any day, every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Respect me before you love me. And then women position themselves where it's like, well, I'll take safety over love.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Safety, huh?
So as long as I feel safe with you, I don't have to be in love with you. Because I'll marry the man that I respect before I marry the man that I'm in love with.
You know what? Whew. When you say that out loud,
she ain't lie.
That makes some sense.
Yeah, no, she didn't lie.
I have no rebuttals.
Because even the safety, immediately when you said safety, I'm like, no. In my head, I'm like, no. They want to marry somebody that's financially keeping them safe.
Mm-hmm. And it's so many different
protect.
It's so many different layers to safety.
But mine
emotionally
keeping them safe.
But I don't have to be in love with my husband because I'm not going to always.
You're not going to always.
No. Yeah. But if I'm safe, where the I'm going. I'm right here.
You want to go first or me?
So she said, she want to respect, right?
She's saying the man won't respect.
The man won't respect. So same thing, kind of what I said with you being kind. You're not gonna be kind to somebody you don't really respect like that. So, but if you kind to me, you know, and all that kind of stuff, like that shows me that you respect me as a gentleman, to, you know, to want to be kind to me. So I do get that part. You do gotta have respect, especially from your lady, you know, whoever the woman you with, because she don't respect you, everything goes downhill. But she shouldn't even be in a relationship with you in the first place. She just don't respect you, right? And as far as like, you know, we all know women want safety, like whether it is protection, money, mentally, like they still want to feel secure with their thoughts with you and whatnot. So that's like a given. That's what y'all biological needs are, is to feel safe.
So it's a given, but that's not what you said. Or like what you saying with not wanting to be masculine, does that fall under protection for you? So safety for you?
Yes. And as far as the video, I disagree with everything she said. And I say that because how can you respect somebody that you in a relationship or marriage, however you want to look at it? If you in a relationship, how can you respect somebody but not love them? I respect a lot of people. That don't mean I love you. I love you because God tell me to love you, or that's the right thing to do. But like if I'm in a relationship with you, why am I in a relationship with you if I don't love you? Like that's so crazy.
One thing she was saying at the end when everybody kind of started talking over her was that, like, depending on how long you with somebody, you're not gonna always feel that same level of love. You may love them, but you may not always be in love with them or feel the same level of love every day.
And I disagree with that because just because we have an issue or, you know, issues may arise, whatever that might look like for that person, my level of loyalty, respect, and love will not diminish because of whatever situation we're going through at the time. I mean, yeah, shit get hard, but, you know, I'm not going to just not love you because X, Y, and Z. Or now if you just ain't making me feel safe from the beginning. Now, of course, in the beginning, it probably might start off with small things, but like financial stuff, that'll come later on in a relationship and marriage. I'm not expecting a nigga to make 100 bands off top and taking me out to $3,000-$4,000 dinners on our first night. You know, I'm not expecting that. I probably never will, but I'm not expecting that. But later on in our relationship or marriage, I would expect my husband or my boyfriend or whatever the case may be to make me feel safe in all aspects, emotionally, mentally, physically. We got to have that spiritual connection along with everything else that comes with it. So how can I say that I feel safe with you but I don't love you? I'm not gonna feel safe with nobody I don't love. What the hell? That's crazy.
You eventually love them.
And I don't wanna be like, well, I've been with him for 40 years. I guess I love him. Because that's what our grandparents did. They didn't leave because they didn't have the option. They didn't have the as much freedom as we have now. You know, shit, my great granddaddy had 4 families. 4.
This is my thing. For
You know this camera not on you, right?
Oh, which one on? And
this camera is clearly facing me.
Oh.
It's clearly, the camera and the screen are clearly facing me.
I've been looking at that the whole time.
Please.
Oh, well.
That's what you meant by stupid.
she didn't know. She just didn't.
You didn't know.
Now, if you don't know,
no direction.
Did you know?
He was looking at me. I mean, I do podcasts, so I'm.
And I guess because I saw this little part right here that was the camera.
Please, Sanford and Son theme song.
I'm sorry.
But here's my thing though, like you said, as far as a woman like not being in love with the guy, for you to be in a relationship with somebody, you gotta like them. Yep. And most of the time, for a girl like you, it don't take much for her to love you, especially if you're doing the right things.
Yep.
So the love part is going to come, but she still, again, I get the respect thing. You still gotta respect the person, but the love part is going to come eventually, especially that dude. Like you, I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes can make. I ain't gonna say a lot. There are some dudes that can make women fall in love with him very quickly, like in love, like within less than a month sometimes. So I mean, yeah. So that part is going to come, but again, if she don't respect you in the beginning, none of that matters.
Right.
So, what's more important, loving someone or liking someone when it comes to a relationship?
Liking, Because if I like to be around you, I'm going to always want to be around you.
Probably at the end of the day, yeah, like, because like you said, love, you got to grow to love somebody. But the foundation has to be, what is it about this person that I enjoy?
Yeah.
So.
Because I can love you all day, but if it's for both of our best interests for me to let you go.
Here's my thing. There's a difference between I love you and I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just love each other. Like there is no I'm in love with you. When you're in love with somebody, you're typically
there's love and like put together.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a lot of people. I love y'all. Am I in love with y'all? No. But I love y'all. Like y'all my friends and whatnot. So people need to learn the difference between in love and I just love you.
And that's where a lot of people fail in relationships or marriages or whatever that might look like, because they don't want to leave the security and the safety that they got, but they gonna be unhappy in another aspect of the relationship. And then honestly, if I'm not happy 100%, I'm not happy at all. And I've been through certain things.
What about 80%?
No.
You don't think that's a little unreasonable?
99.98.
I have never been 100% happy in nobody relationship, like friendship, none of that.
And you know,
99. Okay, when you say it like that, maybe 90, Because I get it, people, we human. I might do some things that person don't like that I'm just not willing to compromise on. I give a little leeway.
I can deal with being 60 to 70% happy as long as that other 30-40% not something I fucking hate. Yeah. So
maybe so.
Let's say I like you, but you stupid. That just ain't gonna work at all.
I would say you wouldn't like them then.
You
might be attracted to them, but you wouldn't like them.
Or like I said, I'm trying to think of
smash and grab. What is it called at the restaurant where you
grab and go?
Grab and go.
Because I know you're not gonna be 100% happy all the time. You know, there's gonna be moments. Let's say you got a 10-year relationship, 3 to 40 years, you might be 90% to 100% happy, but the other you're not. Yeah. It's hard for another individual to make you happy, and if you're relying on your partner to make you happy, something is wrong.
True, because you got that internal happiness is what's going,
Get a fucking hobby, people. Shit. Y'all relying on other people too much. Get a hobby.
True.
So, and I'm glad y'all said. I'm glad y'all touched on that because that's actually our next thing. But before I get into the video, I'm gonna ask the question: how long, if you in love, or if you love somebody or in love with somebody, or whatever, how long could you stand to be unhappy before you leave?
I guess it depends on what it is.
Yeah, it varies.
It depends on what the issue that came about is, if that makes sense. Like, if it's some shit that been building up, I don't know. But if it's something that I didn't know I didn't like or didn't appreciate, and it pissed me off to the point where I'm just like, okay, nigga, you crazy. Then I guess we have to talk about it. And then if that person kept doing the same thing that I'm verbally and physically showing that I don't like, then be like, all right, nigga. It's time to go.
Like butt stuff?
Huh?
Like butt stuff?
What? Like him liking butt stuff? Done
could
to
be
me?
Could be him liking butt stuff. But I was talking about him trying to do butt stuff to you.
I like butt stuff.
Oh, all right. So both of y'all say it depends.
Wait. What kind of butt stuff?
No, it's too late. So both of y'all say it depends, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're unhappy, do you think you're more susceptible to outside influences?
As far as what, like cheating?
Yeah. Cheating, or like your friends talking shit, not talking shit about the person, but like saying you should leave and that type of shit.
See, with me, like I said, I'm very intelligent. I think about everything before I do anything. I always say that. But for outside influence don't really matter to me because, for one, I'm not a cheater. I know that's very rare.
Black men don't cheat.
But me personally, my morals tell me I don't want to cheat. Like now, so with that being said, I'll endure a lot more BS before I let it go because I'm giving that person the opportunity to correct their ways. And in my adult life, I say 25 and up now, I'm more voiceful with what I want. Like I learned how to actually communicate and explain to people what I want and what I don't want. And if you one of them people that if I tell you something 2 or 3 times, you ain't paying me no attention.
Yeah.
I'll be at the door. But again, my natural caring heart is to give you an opportunity, especially if I like you.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't like you, you do something that make me not like you. I am a ghoster by heart. I will ghost the shit out of people. I promise you I will. Like,
you took the words right out of my mouth.
I am Casper St. Patrick. I will ghost the shit out of somebody. And I have no problem doing it. And I know that's immature and shit, but it's just like,
it ain't.
I'm like, I ain't got no, if I'm already explaining to you, or if you know in the back of your mind you ain't doing something, what I need to, tell you that you're doing. I'm just gonna, all right, I gave you the opportunity.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Fortunately, I have matured a lot, because like I said, y'all know me since college days. So who I was 6-7 years ago is not who I am now. And I have learned to communicate effectively and just voice what I like and don't like, and the things that I want to see, the things I don't want to see. And sometimes these niggas like it, sometimes they don't. But hey, it's life. You can't please everybody. But I will, depend on the situation. If something ticks me off and I voice it, I'd give 24 to 48 hours. I know this is very quick, but I feel like if you actually hear me and understand where I'm coming from, it shouldn't even take 2-3 days to correct your actions. You need to change that shit right then. Depending on the situation. But
it can give you no short time.
I just feel like if I tell you what I don't like, you need to change that shit immediately. If not, we ain't got nothing else to talk about.
What's an example of what you don't like?
I use my last situation. He did so much. It's hard to choose.
Just one thing. One thing that you didn't like.
One thing that you don't like in general.
I'll put it like this. When you lie to me about shit that you don't have to lie to me about. And I say my last situation because we were never boyfriend, girlfriend, but we were dating, fooling around, whatever you want to call it, for 10 to 12 months. And it's just like, you lying to me about shit that you don't have to lie to me about. So how do you feel like we gonna get to the next level whenever I'm ready, whenever you ready, and you can't even keep it a buck?
Is the line got something to do with another female?
Not all the time. One instance, yes, but most of it was just simple shit, like where he at. Like it was just like something simple. Oh, I'm at my mom's house. I'm at my mom's house. Whole time this nigga on a casino, or just lying, about an underlying issue.
Are you looking at me? You still looking at this camera?
No, I'm looking at you.
Oh, okay.
You told me that ain't the camera. I'm looking at you. So it's just like you lying to me now. You lying to me about an underlying issue that I didn't know you had. So gambling, things like that. So how can I trust you? It's just depend on the situation. But
so once you state an issue, let's say it's a big problem for them.
okay.
Once you state the issue, do they have to completely change within that 1 to 2 days, or can you at least see that they trying to work towards getting better?
Now,
48 hours is crazy.
That instance,
depending on the thing.
and I'll use this for example. Also, he was addicted to porn. I like my share of big booty bitches too, but stuff like that created issues for us in the bedroom, and that's why I was telling y'all earlier. I had some sort of situation like that, but like stuff like that, I know it's not gonna happen overnight. I know that's not gonna happen overnight. Stuff that you are addicted to,
if ever,
it's not gonna happen overnight, and I don't expect it to not happen ever again. But once I state how this makes me feel and how it can attribute to us as a whole, I expect you to listen to me, understand where I'm coming from, and make the adjustments as needed. But do I think the shit gonna happen overnight?
Did y'all stay in close proximity?
Yes, we live like 5 minutes from each other.
Why not just fuck all the time? You want to worry about him getting on porn?
This old pussy tired.
So
I can't
so
do
not
that.
only because I was finna ask, was it a thing of he wasn't satisfying you because of the porn, but it's he addicted to porn plus he can't get it from you all the time?
No, so maybe that's where you're going with that, but no, he was addicted to porn to where he would ejaculate and fab. So
It's a P.
Fab, whatever, so much to when it was time for us to do something, it wasn't nothing to do.
He couldn't get it up.
It wouldn't get up, or it wouldn't reach its full potential. You know, that's why I said
You can get the 10.
That's
out,
why
you
I'll-
get the 10 out of him.
Yeah.
that motherfucker
was
was
just
like
stuck with-
14, but I got every bit of 5. So it's
All right. So all
so it's just like God.
right. So I
That's
got
why
another. I got another video.
put emphasis on shit.
I got another video. And this woman is talking about not being happy in her marriage. So as we've said, you were once married. You have never been married. But have you been with someone that you thought you was gonna marry?
I had to ask myself that. Possibly. Somebody I wanted to.
Has
if
it
it would have got to that
engaged?
point. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nah.
Not. I wouldn't necessarily say engaged, but like you
Somebody-
with somebody like I can see myself.
I don't talk to people without marriage in mind. So
Okay.
if I talk to you on that level, I'm still thinking about it. But have I got close to it? No.
Okay. Well, this what she about to say can still be applied to relationships.
And this guy hit on me, right? So he said, "Hey, you married?" And I was like, "Yes." And he said, "You happy?" And I was like, "No." And and the reason why I said no was because, one, I'm brutally honest, and two, I was not happy at the time. But what does me being unhappy have to do with whether or not you have a shot? Here's the thing I realized. A lot of married people don't know how to be unhappily married and still not walk away. If you could learn how to be unhappy for a minute, your marriage will last. Because the goal in marriage is not happiness. The goal is to build a lasting relationship that withstands the ebbs and flows of marriage, of relationship.
Can I go first? I disagree with the beginning, and then I agreed with the end.
The beginning saying
The beginning saying that she's brutally honest. She telling a nigga that she ain't never met before that she not happy. First of all, when you invite negative energy into your space, negative shit's gonna happen.
so you don't agree that she's that way. You disagree with how she handled it.
I
Telling
disagree
somebody that you're unhappy.
you don't need to be telling nobody that. First of all, that you don't. Well, I'm just assuming that she don't know this person. Just a random ass nigga that she just. I'm just gonna assume that based off the video, but you don't let nobody into your business like that. That's okay. I'm unhappy, and just like she said in the end, you can be unhappy in that moment. That don't mean that I'm just unhappy altogether. But now you done told a man that you don't even know. Oh, nah, I'm not happy. Then you gonna double back and say, but what they got to do with you? Shit, that nigga finna shoot his shot, bitch. What the fuck you mean?
So when people are vulnerable, that's the whole definition of vulnerable.
Right.
Like,
You
get
give
got.
an inch, they gonna take 10 miles.
Get got.
Like that's why I said I don't agree with the beginning part. First of all, your answer should have been like, yes, I'm married. And whether he double back and said, are you happy or not, your automatic answer,
Yes.
unless you have the intentions on cheating on your man, leaving your spouse, I ain't gonna say man, your spouse, then if you just want to do what you want to do, that's the type of person you are. Do by all means do what you want to do. But if you don't have the intent on being a cheater, your automatic answer should be yes, I'm very happy, and walk away and just be that. And I'm not saying that from emotion. I'm just saying it because that's the truth. What the fuck you want to let people in your business for? Then you don't know this type of person. You don't know what type of person he is, because I think of it like this: you do it to me, how many other bitches you done did that to?
So to be unhappy in a marriage, of course, it's different factors, right?
Right.
But I guess the main thing everybody can think of is probably cheating. It's the main thing, right?
Yeah.
Cheating
So-
or like money.
Or
Financial
money.
or cheating,
Financial and cheating is the two. But if it's not neither one of those things,
Or abuse.
or of course an abuse. But if it's not neither of the three things, what is there that you unhappy about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, now I get it as to say with your first marriage, he didn't never open your door. But let's say you start working with a coworker and the coworker always open the door, and now you thinking, man, my husband will never open the door for me.
Let me divorce this nigga.
That doesn't justify being unhappy. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's just like, what else can you be unhappy about? And if you're unhappy about anything else, that's why I said earlier, man, find a damn hobby, man. Go find something that you actually like doing. Like Zay likes to paint. Go find you a studio, make a house, a room in your studio, make a studio, and go paint. Do something that actually you enjoy doing to keep your mind off book BS.
Because it can happen.
Because you're not gonna be happy 100% of the time in no relationship. Like that.
She hit the nail on the head on the last part, but like her first, example versus what she said in the end, that shit don't match. That's like two whole different conversations she just like tried to throw together. Like,
but again, that first part was somebody who didn't know any better, and then the end part was somebody who actually experienced and learned
got
something.
some sense, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I look at it. What you got?
No, I was just gonna, because when you was going to outside of those three things, what can you be unhappy about? It can be small things or things that can be considered small that you want in a relationship that you're not getting. And if you're not getting it, it could cause some.
Okay, I can say that
strife.
Affection is outside
Affection
of that.
is one of them, yeah.
So I do get that, because again, you don't want to marry somebody you don't get no affection from, especially since humans are affectionate creatures. Like, you know what I mean? So I do get that part. But again, it's not a lot of things that constitute you breaking up something just because you ain't getting it at the time. Because if you marry this person and they weren't given to in the beginning, what do you what's the problem now?
Because the first thing they gonna say is, you knew who I was before you married me, versus changing your behavior and
as a human, you should always want to change.
Be able to adapt to whatever situation you in. But yeah, I mean, for instance, my current relationship, we haven't made it. I'm sorry, I just got a boyfriend.
It's new, you guys.
It's new.
It's super new.
And kind of shocking. But my current relationship, he doesn't know me 100% yet. So he doesn't know. Well, he does now. That's why I feel comfortable saying it. I buy myself flowers every week. So pretty soon I expect this nigga to buy me some flowers every week. Because you see, this is something that I like. This is something I enjoy. Like the different types of flowers. Like, okay, you should see this. And I kind of verbalize it without saying, hey babe, I want you to buy me some flowers. He sees that that's something I like. And I'm quite sure that he will, because so far, anything he sees that I like, he makes it happen. So
go ahead. No, I said that just signs of a good man, like somebody that pays attention to their partner. So.
Right. And if he doesn't do it, I'm not going to not like him. I'm just go buy my own $10 flower. What the fuck? I'm not going to cry because he don't buy no flower. Kroger.
Okay.
12, my bad. So 12, yeah. Because I don't buy them 750 ones. They don't look nice.
So do you feel like it's a difference? Do y'all feel like it's a difference in someone doing something because you asked or because they just wanted to?
Depend on what it is.
Say like the flowers. Say you tell him you want flowers every day or every week. And he do it, but he just doing it because you asked. He not doing it because like, oh, I saw these flowers and thought of you.
I probably wouldn't know the difference if he's doing it because I asked versus if he really likes to do it. Because
she just knows she getting flowers.
I
she
just
don't
know.
care.
I just know I'm getting flowers. But like, I guess I would have to find like another example, because flowers is like, I do love flowers. I enjoy flowers. I'm not a plant mom by no means. They gonna die if I got anything to do with it.
Hence every week.
Yeah. Okay, but
because you damn it put them in the water.
I mean, flowers, they die after.
She just put them on the table and you walk past it in the morning, look at it, be like, ooh, I got some flowers. It did 3 days later.
So, but it's just like.
Don't throw them flowers. I know the garbage run today.
They are not that bad. But I don't know. I guess it depends on what it is. Flowers, I can't say that because that's, like I said, if he don't buy, they gonna get bought. And it ain't nothing that's a deal breaker for me either. Because that's something I was doing before me and him got together. Now, there's some shit that I say, oh, I like that. Then I go buy it or whatever. And then I'll be like, man, this is some nice whatever. After that first, maybe second time.
See, here's the thing, because now you expected it. So let's say, for example, my favorite thing to do, I like to go fishing, right? Now, everybody knows that, right? So I don't need my partner to buy me fishing gear. Because I'm going to buy that shit myself. Because that's what I like to do. Right. Now, if she just does it, let's say 2 times a year, she just buy me stuff, I'm going to be extremely grateful. Yeah. But I'm not going to expect it whatsoever. Yeah. Like, it's just the fact that you thought about me enough to buy something that you know I fuck with. And vice versa. I'm going to do the same thing for her. But it's just like, I'm not expecting you to do that. Especially, again, this is my hobby. Like, I don't need you to do like.
Yeah. I'm going to tell y'all something. And fellas, listen.
After this, I'm going to piggyback off what you just said.
Okay. Fellas, listen. I'm putting y'all on game. I have never told my boyfriend that, you know, this is something that I do every day, but he sees it. And one of my Christmas gifts was a gift card. I ain't gonna tell y'all the amount. Just know he showed love. A Starbucks gift card, because he knows I'm making my duty to get Starbucks every single day. And like small stuff like that matters, because I never physically told him, yeah, for Christmas I want a Starbucks gift card, you know, or just paraphernalia, you know, not paraphernalia. That's right word. I'm not saying go buy me like a sweater that say Star, you know, whatever they might look. I'm not saying none of that. He just sees the things that I like and he make it happen. Like when he bought me this stuff for Christmas, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I'm thinking it's a Visa gift card, which is fine. Whether it's fine either way, because it's gonna get used. But when I saw a Starbucks gift card, I was just like, that was so thoughtful to me. That was very thoughtful, and I enjoy it.
Have you experienced this beforehand?
No.
You don't think there's an issue with that?
Yeah, I know it's an issue. That's why I'm basking in this moment that I got a real man.
So
real man.
So going to piggyback off of your thing, you said your favorite thing is fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you care if your girl go fishing with you or not?
Sometimes I do. You don't have to though. I want you to show slight interest in my hobbies, because I'm gonna do the same thing with you.
So in my last relationship, right? Y'all know when football season comes, one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to that Jack State game, the home game. If I gotta go by myself, I'm gonna go to that bitch. So in my last relationship, she asked like, would I want her to go with me? And I'm like, if you want to, you know, because she's not big into sports like that.
You can't tell a girl that though.
It's either yes or no.
I'm growing.
AKA it's either yes or yes.
I'm growing. But my thing was like, okay, if you want to go, I would love for you to come. But whether you going or not gonna stop me from going. Like you said about the flowers, them flowers gonna get bought. That seat gonna have my ass in it at the game. So I would love for you to come, because like you said, it's showing interest in one of my things that I like to do. But at the same time, your level of interest is not gonna stop it from getting done, nor is it gonna make me feel the type of way about doing it. Yeah. So from the woman's perspective, if your man does not care if you're included in stuff that he likes to do, does that make you feel a type of way?
It don't make me feel a type of way, but I would like that validity of just telling me yes. I don't want it to be if you want to, because nigga, I'm asking for a reason.
You asking because you want to. I'm
asking because I want to. I just want to know,
why
do you want to?
Why ask just say, hey, I'm going with you, and the reply
because,
from me.
like you said, and I know this from experience. My goddad, he loves fishing, and that sometimes is a quiet time for a man. And me personally, I'm from the country. I like fishing. I like going out to the pastures, like dealing with the animals and stuff. I ain't do that all the time, but that's just something that I like to do too. So if my man was asking me, babe, come fishing with me, I'm like, shit, all right, cool. Yeah. Go get me some boots real quick, because I ain't get on the motherfucking boat.
So he has to ask you instead of you just saying, hey, I want to go. Don't you think that'll warm his heart more? Like, because he never, like, hey, I want to go with you one day.
I probably would. I guess I would mention it. I'm not gonna just say I would ask. I would probably mention, hey, babe, whenever one day you want to, I wouldn't mind going fishing with you. Because like I said, I know that sometimes men just want that quiet time. They hear so much nagging from, generally speaking, they hear so much nagging from us women that's a quiet time for them, you know. And fishing, if y'all ain't never went fishing before, you can't be out there country and loud and talking, because you're gonna scare the fish away.
That's not really true, but you're not gonna go out there talkative anyway.
You're gonna ruin the serenity. What you're gonna do.
What's gonna happen is you're gonna go out there, you're gonna be like, damn, it's peaceful out here, and you're not gonna want to talk for real. So that example, I get it.
I was always told it scared the fish away.
They probably because they wanted you to be quiet.
Exactly.
You were doing too much.
I play music and everything when I be in my boat. I don't give a damn.
But so, like, I have a few different things that I like to do. I don't mind you coming to the Jack State game with me, because whether I'm by myself or not, it's technically a social event. But when I paint, I like to be by myself. I don't like motherfuckers.
That's most artists
looking on the canvas and shit.
That's most artists.
You know, when I go work out at the soccer field, I normally go by myself unless I go with my partner who also used to play soccer. So we both kind of respect peacefulness that we get from being out there. I don't need you out there
In the
antagonizing me or in the way. Or if I'm trying to work out, you out there half-assing.
What
goofing around.
if she just go sit down and watch you?
That's fine. That's fine. But like, okay. I'll give another example from the same relationship. We went out to the soccer field one day, and on the way, she was following me there, and on the way there, something happened. I hit my brakes too hard or some shit. I don't know. But she made the comment. I thought jokingly, she was like, "Who you have following you?" And I was just like, "Whatever." Like I ain't even acknowledge the shit. But me not answering it made it seem like I was fucking with somebody else, which means she had an attitude for the whole workout,
which threw you off.
Which threw me off, and I can clearly see that you upset. And it's and that turned into a whole thing.
That's immaturity, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It is immaturity.
It was what it was.
Everybody haven't reached that level of maturity yet.
But cause her thing was reassurance, and she felt like in that moment I wasn't reassuring her that I wasn't fucking with nobody else.
Because you hit on your brakes?
It wasn't because it was the way I answered the question when she asked, "Who do I have following me?"
You.
She meant in other times.
Who else is
but
following
I
you?
get what you saying. But she was talking about in other times because my brake lights was out, and I guess she saw I was braking and she didn't realize it. So that was, and she was like, well, what if you got somebody else following you? And then that turned into who else you got following you? And I'm just like,
if 1 + 1 = 7 was a person.
But again, I thought she was saying it because like we talk shit to each other. I'm thinking she just fucking around. So I don't even say it. I don't even answer. But that really upset her, and it turned into not ruining the workout because we still got a good workout. But just I could clearly see that you mad and you not enjoying being out here with me.
I'll say this: reassurance is in any relationship, no matter the status of the relationship, it matters. Whether we think it don't or not, it does.
That's one thing I learned in my adult life is you have to reassure your partner.
Yeah. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that too.
Regardless of how simple it is, you got to do it.
I had to learn that too.
Yeah, it matters, and it might not matter in the very, very beginning, but honestly, I would rather it in the beginning versus the end, because if we already titty deep.
Titty deep.
I don't need no motherfucking reassurance because my head still work.
So what's funny about this right is with the reassurance part. So let's say, with your current relationship, he's opening doors for you, he's listening to you, he buying you stuff that you ain't really thinking he's gonna buy. He actually considers you, right? Even still, he doing all that. You still need reassurance.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing. Like I said, some guys, once they get comfortable in a relationship, they just do the same stuff over and over, regardless if what they're doing is a million times more than what the other person would do. Mm-hmm. If they don't reassure that girl, like, for some odd reason, all that shit goes out the window. It's like, even though I know what you're doing, I know you're doing it, I just don't feel it. Like, yeah. But words mean stuff to women. Like, words really mean. That's why if you a smooth talker, all you gotta do is have good vibes. You can get whatever you want from most women.
And reassurance can be different ways. It can be verbally. It can be monetary things. It could be just. It mostly has
to be verbal.
Me personally, it definitely verbal, because I get the monetary things.
With some sense, it's got to be verbal most of the time.
Yeah.
Because the dude not just gonna go around here and paying everybody bills. Yeah. When he got his own stuff, but a girl will be able to do for years.
I guess I watch too many movies. These niggas, anytime they piss their woman off and they trying to come crawling back, they got flowers, food, gift card, bags,
and she still be mad.
She still might be mad, but she gonna take that shit and then she gonna still deal with that same nigga that ain't doing shit. That's why I prefer verbal.
That ain't solving the problem then.
I prefer verbal and change behavior. That's all I require. You verbally acknowledge your, whatever it is that you're doing that I don't like, or whatever the case may be, and then if you change your behavior, we go from there. I feel like I compromise. I feel like I personally compromise way more than I should, but I'm trying to put my foot down a little more. So far, I don't have to.
So, I'm gonna ask y'all a question that I asked on the previous episode. If y'all watched, is cheating forgivable?
In what context? Married or just a regular relationship?
Both.
Regular relationship, no. Because you auditioning for marriage, right? So if you already fucking up in the audition, like an interview, why I'm gonna give you the job? You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's how I look at it. Now. Marriage, I can't sit here and for 100% tell you that I will leave my wife if she cheated. My ego is a little bit too high for that anyway. Just like, if she married me, it's a reason why she married me. Ain't that many dudes out here that can do what I do. And that's how I look at it. I'm like, so if you cheat, I'm like, you really screwing yourself up. Like, you're not gonna get as much as a complete package as in somebody else that you getting in me. So you fucking yourself up. And that's how I really look at it. And that's what I guess keeps me being like, oh my God, I'm gonna leave her immediately. So in the back of my mind, I want to be like, he cheated. How did that feel? Like, did he satisfy you? Did you get what you wanted out of that? And that's in the back of my mind. But the front of my mind is like, you cheated on me? Like, what the hell? Like,
yeah. I think I can speak on it from both sides though, since I've been married before. Relationship, I feel like I can forgive it more easily in a relationship. Not saying that I'll accept it, but I feel like I can forgive it easily than I would in a marriage, because I was young, got married at 21. He tried to marry me straight out of high school. I told him no, because I wanted to go to college, fill a thought pocket. I did that, got married, and
Stop discussing your business on the internet, man.
Okay. Anyway, so I get it, and I'm saying that to say that I was super honest with him about I didn't want to get married straight out of high school. So when I got married at 21, we're divorced now, but I learned a lot. I learned about my maturity level at that time. And did things happen? Of course they did. Of course they did. But now looking into a more mature and more stable mindset is that I don't think that I would leave my spouse 100% because he cheated, or I can't speak on him, but if I was married now and he cheated on me, I guess it depends on the situation. If I think it depends on the situation, because now, one, I wouldn't forgive it easily, because you done broke that commitment with not only myself, but you broke that commitment with God. Mm-hmm. And God, it's gonna be the foundation of our relationship. You broke that commitment with God, so that's between you and the good Lord.
You gotta deal with
now, after that, now you gotta deal with me, and that's hell on wheels anyway. So, you're gonna get that double whammy anyways. So I just feel like in a marriage, it's gonna be a little tougher for me to forgive it, but I'm not saying that I wouldn't.
Let me ask you this: so cheating can be actually a couple of different things, right?
It could be more.
It could be physical and emotional, right?
Yeah. What if, don't get no bitch no time. If you trying to fuck her, yeah, bitch, just fuck her. But don't be sitting out here telling her you love her.
Let me ask you this: deal. Let's say he ain't fucked, but he paying a couple of her bills, and y'all married now. Would that hurt more?
Hell yeah! Cause why you taking money from me?
That hurts more from just him fucking did, don't it?
It does.
You see?
Cause why are you taking away from our household to fund somebody that's temporary? Like that don't make sense to me.
It's just what he want to do.
So, but like I said, I think even that I wouldn't forgive it easily, because now you gotta pay that shit back times 10. Times a million.
But he can say I ain't fucked though.
The interest rate gonna be like 1,000%. The fuck?
What if we only talk to like once a month, but he paid a couple of bills, but he ain't fucking?
The same thing. Because now you playing on my top. Now it's gonna be 10 million times infinity interest rate. You might well get the pussy now.
But what if you getting everything that you require
I
though?
don't give a damn.
It's just the principle. Huh?
It's the principle.
So you would rather him just go fuck?
If you gonna cheat a little bit, you might well cheat all the way. Cause the result gonna be the same.
Yeah, this kind of is all the way. Paying for somebody else's bills.
If you gonna cheat in one way, I don't give a damn if y'all sexting. He can have no financial obligation to this person. physical obligation, but just the thought of you stepping out on somebody who's giving you the world times 10, or what I feel like is the world times 10, bye. Obviously, I ain't enough for you. You know, that's kind of how I am now. You know, I get it. Yeah.
You think you can satisfy one guy for the rest of your life?
I think I can. At this particular stage I'm in right now, I feel
You 28, right? Let's say you 60 now. You think you still can satisfy that same? You get married today. You think you still satisfy that guy at 60?
10,000%.
Have you actually ever even thought about that though?
I haven't, but I know that I can. I know that I can. Because anything is possible if you put your mind to it.
But don't you know dudes like sex?
Who said I didn't?
You said it was tired.
I said I be tired. That don't mean I ain't gonna do it. And that don't mean I ain't gonna enjoy it.
That was what you implied.
To me, it sounds like that when you tired, you're not gonna really do it. So
No, listen.
So again, let's say if he,
I'm gonna do it.
Let's say if he want to have sex 3 times for a day until he's sick to y'all 60, can you do that?
Can I? I don't know, but will I try? Probably. And I'm speaking off my current sex drive. Yeah, but as we all know,
let's say when you get 45, you're like, man, damn, man,
we might have to go down to 1 and then head maybe twice a day or something. But
you do know that there are periods in a marriage where you just be sexless, right?
Oh well.
I just want you to think about it.
I know you're trying to ask me to try to twist me up.
No, I just want you to. I ask people questions that nobody ever asked them, or they never asked themselves.
Now, am I gonna have sex every day? Three times a day? Hell no.
You're not gonna have sex every day, but
because I don't do that now. I mean, 3 times a week is good enough for me. So
when you go through menopause, some people menopause are longer than others. Let's say yours is a year, and you don't really feel sex for the year. You just want him to stay and deal with it.
Yeah.
For a whole year.
366. It better not be no leap year. Cause he gonna get that extra day. But now, honestly, I don't know. I'm just being specific with this because I really don't know how menopause works. I really don't. And I know you're just using it as an example, but I'm sure there'll be days that, I feel like, and I'm sure there'll be days where I won't feel like it. But on the days I feel like it, I'll make sure my nigga be happy. Hey.
I think that's the key to any relationship.
Hope you got some motor oil.
If you fuck often, there's no reason for other shit to happen.
Yeah.
If you always fucking, he can't go for no other girl because his dick are hurting or his balls drained.
Unless he just got fetishes and high sex drive. Cause some men are like that. They just not happy with what they got at home. I ain't saying it's okay, but that's common. That happens way more than what we want to discuss.
It's biology. Niggas always gonna want to fuck, so that's just gonna come with it. And then Ashley ain't fuck multiple people too. That's why I said, as me not being a cheater is one of the hardest things because it's like your natural urge is to fuck as many people as you want. But again, when I'm in a committed relationship, I'm not gonna do that because out of respect for my partner, I'm like, I can't put her through that, and I don't even want to go through that because I don't want to go through the aftermath of if she find out. Like, I don't want to go through none of that shit. So it's just like, you know what, I just rather not do it. But again, like I said, that takes a lot of commitment and to be headstrong, and most people ain't walking around headstrong like that.
Yeah,
like that
because they think with their vaginas or their penis.
It's like telling you not to cry when you sad. Like that, your natural or reaction to being sad is to cry.
Yeah.
Like my natural reaction is to fuck. So it is.
How you feel about that, Zay? Because he's intrigued.
It is.
Oh no, I'm just gonna get into the video.
Oh, look, we just took over. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
The reason I asked is because I have a video. Y'all might have seen it. This dude is confront. Well, no, wait, hold on. Before I even say that, I'm gonna ask a follow up. Say you are married, and both of y'all have said you may not leave immediately. What about the result of the cheating? Does that influence it? Example, your girl cheat and get pregnant.
Oh yeah, it's automatic.
Or get a disease. Your dude cheat, get the other girl pregnant or get a disease. It's a wrap then?
Oh, it's automatic wrap.
Yeah, I ain't gonna deal with that. It's just some shit I ain't gonna deal with.
One thing you're not gonna do is get pregnant while in a relationship with me. Like, even think I'm gonna care for her. Especially if, like I said, we ain't got, even we got children. Like, I mean, that's another mouth that's not technically mine.
That I gotta feed.
That
Or
you-
help contribute to.
That wasn't here when I got with you.
Exactly. That you went on your own and made a decision to do. And you expect, no, that's automatic grounds. Like, that's probably one of the few things that you can't say nothing to me after that. Like, once you find out you're pretty, you might well just start talking to me.
Cause this ain't something that you can just throw away. That's
Yeah,
a
you might well just start
lifetime
talking to me.
commitment. Cause I can't even say 18 years, because that's legal, but like that's a
It's
lifetime
longer than that.
commitment.
It's longer than that.
Yeah. So this man is confronting his wife, wife or girlfriend, who cheated and is now pregnant. But I want y'all to hear what she has to say about this.
Phone? What is
Man,
going on?
Why am I hearing you pregnant?
Who you heard that from?
It don't matter. Are you pregnant?
I might be.
By who?
I mean, how could it be you if you ain't even home? You never here.
So
I don't even see you. I gotta call you, pencil that in, to even have time with you.
So you saying you pregnant? It's not mine, and you living here? Why pay all the bills at?
That's the least you could
Are
do.
you like mine?
That's the least you could do.
What you mean?
You've been neglecting me for a long time.
So you got a baby on me?
This sound like some Tubi shit.
I know, right?
That's it though.
That was wild. You want to go first or
Yes.
me?
So
Go first.
when I just said that, once I find out you're pregnant, you might well just stop talking to me. I'm not asking no question. I'm not asking who it is. I'm not asking no follow-up question. You tell me that you're pregnant, just gonna start packing your stuff. I literally have nothing else to say to you no more in life.
Damn.
As I look at it. Now, if we got kids already, of course, I'm still gonna be respectable, co-parent. But as far as a relationship, you might well just start talking to me. You don't exist no more.
Yeah.
So it's just like, especially then you gonna have an attitude with it, like, oh hell,
The
no.
deflection
Like,
was
Attitude,
real.
and blame you.
like I'm not, like you ain't gotta do none of that. Like, I'm not gonna ask no follow up questions.
Yeah.
As soon as I find out, you say, yeah, I might be, and I'm like, well, you haul. You might well go and get them and get your friends to get over here.
Two guys in a truck.
Because I ain't got nothing else to say to you.
Yeah. The
Nothing.
deflection part of that scene was very, very out there. Yeah, he did way more. I wouldn't ask who, why, when, where. It's a fact that it happened, and that's the result of that happening. And then your response to the very first question, why you didn't at least, you ain't tell this nigga that you pregnant.
She said it ain't yours. You ain't never here.
The Stone Cold Stunner would have came out of me. I ain't lying. I ain't gonna even hold you. I don't believe in domestic violence, but sometimes
It ain't domestic if y'all ain't together. It's just violence.
Well, hopefully.
Because as soon as you say that, it's just regular violence. Yeah.
I'm a rock bottom her ass. I ain't lying. But no, for real though, that particular scene, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Because even if she did feel alone, abandoned by her man, or he's not there, whatever they might look like, that's still no excuse to go get pregnant. I mean, it's no excuse to go cheat. But bitch, birth control, condoms, the nigga you with pull out game that week. It just, you got 3 different avenues to not get pregnant, and you fucking got pregnant.
It might be what hurt more. Like, not only did you win and fuck this nigga, you fuck raw.
Right, like damn, you ain't got enough sense to put a condom on, or at least have birth control or something.
Like I said on the last episode, might have been 2 episodes ago. When you the side nigga, you get full access.
Yep. You get all the benefits without.
You get raw, you get head, you get experimentation, you get all that shit with little outside effort.
Like, you get the benefits of a relationship without the bullshit of a relationship.
Yeah.
And that's why side pieces travel.
Yep.
Like I said, they go from relationship to relationship. They travel with this person. Because again, if you're familiar with this person, you can just go, hey, I can just go mess with this guy and everything will be all right. It's all good. But the fact that you fucking somebody, why you with somebody else, raw.
Yeah.
Just raw. Like, come on, man. I can't even imagine, like I said, my girl giving somebody else a new head. Like some same lips you kiss me with. Like,
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
But it's crazy when you think about it. Before that you got together, you know, she had to been doing something. But it's just the principle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
once
get that
she with me-
emotional piece added to their relationship, it makes the world a difference.
Come in a territory, women are too to some degree. But so it's just like, damn, you betrayed me. That's like the ultimate form of betrayal, is for your girl to shit on you. But that's why you always should do a lot, as much as you can, so she won't pound that pussy 30, 40 minutes straight. The pussy gonna be too soda cheap. Fuck often, you guys.
Hell, now she gonna put a cold towel in that mug.
And be right back out there.
Oh, experience is
Snatch
talking.
that thing back. Oh!
Lord have mercy.
A cold towel?
Hey,
That's all it takes. You learn me something, goddamn. I'm gonna keep some in the refrigerator.
some ice pack.
In the beginning, there was nothing. God made the heavens and the earth. The earth had no form. And let that be. I don't know the verse.
Hell, you sound like you did to me.
Well, I can fake it now. I can fake that. So, we finna wrap up because we about to kiss an hour and a half. Unless y'all got time.
I got time.
Cause I got a little, I guess you call it a little game. But we'll get back to it. This might not be something y'all have experience with, but I'm gonna throw it to you anyway. Have you ever been or felt like you were the ugly friend in your friend group?
Have I ever felt like I was the ugly friend?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I love it. I love it. I love it. And I want to tell you, I love it. I was just talking to my bestie about this a few weeks ago. And another young lady put it on Twitter. I forgot how it was worded, but it was something along the lines of, you know, how can you do blah, 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 blah. How can you outshine your bestie on her birthday? And I just be like, I'm so happy that I got a best friend that looks so good. Shit, when we go out, she get all the attention. I love that shit. Why? Because I know that it's going to be a bunch of niggas that ain't shit that is going to be trying to shoot they shot.
So you want her to get all the ain't shitness.
And not necessarily that reason, but it just saves me unnecessary bullshit.
But I've heard the opposite. I've heard that the least attractive person, more people approach her because they feel like it's an easier route than going to the most attractive.
I can see that, but I'm just so happy that don't happen to me. I'm so happy, and all the guys that have tried to, and I, you know, given my phone number to, or whatever that might look like, it ain't the nigga I'm with now.
I don't know if I ever thought I was the ugly friend, because I guess this is really just based on results, right? So, you know what I mean, if you can say that you're ugly friend, but if you still getting attention outside, you know, elsewhere from other girls or whatnot, just like, well, something about you not ugly, cause
well, I guess it's specifically like when you and that friend or that group of friends hang out, it's always somebody else in the group that's getting the attention.
Oh yeah,
as opposed to,
I mean, it's always every group has alphas, every group has betas, and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like you might not get the same amount of attention that the other person get, but it's just like, oh well, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, as a guy, I don't think about that as much. Like, ooh, I'm the ugly friend. So you're just like, nah, I don't really think about that way. Now, have I called myself ugly? Yeah. That was before I got a lot of confidence in myself. Yeah. But once that confidence hit, it's like, I don't care. I can walk in here with Idris Elba, goddamn, and I still can pull somebody, goddamn.
It's somebody for everybody.
Somebody gonna get on that line.
I'm like, I'm 6'3", y'all. Like, you can't find this on 4% of the goddamn population. Like, hey, what you want? That's where that confidence part come in. But,
right.
I say that it took me a long time to find real confidence. Like, I can fake it and I can be like charismatic and all that shit when I get cool with people, but generally speaking, I have pretty much always had very low confidence in myself. But as of the past, well, we in the new year now, so the last 6 months of the previous year, that's when I really kind of started coming into my own. And
I know what it was.
I bet you don't. But go ahead. No, that was a year before that even happened.
It don't matter.
Oh.
That still gave you some of it.
No, it didn't.
Really?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. If anything, that's extra seasoning. Because
not the sprinkles on
because
top.
what gave me my confidence would have gave me that confidence anyway. It's just you just get to add the little extra. I'm not gonna say what that was, but I'm just gonna say
you smashed a fine chick. You know what? I can do this. I can do it. You can do it. Like, I done it.
Smashing fine chicks ain't nothing new. But
you gotta find shit that like him.
That's that ain't nothing new.
You gotta tell us. You gotta tell us.
Cause now y'all feel like you trying me.
I'm not trying you.
I feel disrespected.
I know male minds. Like
I feel disrespected.
Once we accomplish something, you like, I ain't been doing it.
It was an accomplishment, and it wasn't necessarily just having a fine chick like me, because I didn't had plenty of fine chicks like me, and I done fucked plenty of fine chicks. But it's just some stuff.
Something happened. Okay.
And that brought out that confidence. But
was it at least positive?
Was what happened positive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think people go through negative shit and gain confidence.
You can.
Okay. I didn't.
Because you're supposed to learn from everything. So.
You're supposed to, for sure. But this ain't that. So I'm gonna just let y'all listen to this video. The caption says, "Woman has a very vulnerable moment about being the friend that is never approached, aka the ugly friend, when she's in a room with them she's never seen."
I have a lot of gorgeous friends, okay? Everybody's pretty. Everybody's pretty. Can we talk about how we are not the woman that's like ever approached in the friend group? More specifically, how you internalize it, how you deal with it. You know, because it's hard for me to believe that I'm the pretty girl when I'm out and men don't approach me. I tell you guys all the time that, like, I get the most attention from guys on the internet, not out in public. I for the most part, I'm never approached, just to keep it a buck. Or I'm approached by super older guys, like 50 and up. Nobody in my age range. And I don't care how many times my friends tell me I'm pretty, people at church tell me I'm pretty. When it's all said and done and I'm in a room with them, I'm never seen. To deal with. And then you can't even really talk to your homegirls about it, because if you tell them, then they're going to be self-conscious about how they are in your presence, and you don't want to dim their light because you love them. But like, what do I have to do? Distance myself from pretty people? Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. How do y'all deal with it? Do you talk to your homegirls? Do you just internalize it? Do you talk to other people? Do you just ignore the feelings? Like, because that's my thing. When I'm by myself and I meditate or I look at myself in the mirror, I feel beautiful. And then I get around other pretty girls and I feel like the ugly duckling. And nobody can convince me that I'm attractive. That's why it's hard for me to receive compliments. That's why it's hard for me to trust that what people are saying they mean, because my life experience tells me otherwise.
I don't know if she had laryngitis towards the end or if she was crying.
So she was about to start crying.
Oh, okay. How about that? She did a whole 360.
Stop herself from crying, I guess.
I mean, I feel 100% everything she said is valid, because 21 to 25-year-old me would feel that exact same way. 100%. I used to feel like that. And it made me feel like, oh, well, damn, maybe I'm not pretty, because at one point, you know, in my life, I felt like I was not attractive, you know, because before, you know, I became an adult, I had the bushy eyebrows, you know. I was a child basically. Didn't get my eyebrows waxed. Didn't get this. Didn't get that. Didn't get my hair done. Didn't
be Pearly.
Yes, Miss Pearly. You know, I didn't get the things now that contribute to my my uniqueness, and I think that played into to me now understanding who I am. I'm beautiful no matter what nobody says. But she does have valid points, because I still feel like that too a little bit when she said at the end that the people who approach, me now, is not people in my age. I'll attest to that. It's not people that's in my age range. It's people that's 45 and up. Like, I ain't gonna say 50 and up, but it's literally like 40s and up. And I just feel like you don't have to talk to me because I'm your last option. But I also don't care, because if I tell you no, you ain't gonna do nothing but go to the next bitch anyway. That's number one. And number two, it just saved me a lot of headache because of the fact that I know that some guys, I'm not saying this happens all the time, because there are very few love stories that come from a nigga meeting a woman in the strip club or the actual club, or it very few, but it happens.
Less than 1,000.
Yeah, less than 1,000, but it can happen. It can happen. Luckily, I don't gotta deal with that no more.
Two things. Men in general don't approach women like they used to 20 years ago because of dating apps and social media. That's why it's easier to be like, hey, what's your social?
On Facebook.
Then I just turn around, DM you, and then boom, they go from there. That's one. Two, is the woman actually attractive?
Right.
Do you want to see?
I mean, I'm trusting your opinion. You're a guy.
I kind of want to see.
I'm about to say, because again, if you're not attractive, I mean, at the end of the day, what are you looking for? You can change your attractiveness.
Before we see who he's talking about, I believe all women are beautiful.
I'm gonna try to.
I don't believe nobody is ugly, but I think there are people who are attractive in a way I can't appreciate.
Everybody has their own uniqueness before he shows us this picture of whoever this is talking.
So I'm trying to find a picture. When you catch somebody like mid sentence, it make them look. So I'm trying to find a picture for just.
I mean, just in the video itself.
I can see through.
I just let y'all.
Let me ask you this: is she? Okay.
Let me. Do you have something with her with some clothes on?
As a guy, see, that's the thing about women and dudes.
I have.
We don't have to have the done up stuff to know if she's attractive or not.
I mean,
my problem is with that is people who do that. There's always something you can do to improve on your attractiveness. Like for me, I can lose weight and gain muscle. I can get in line, get something done with my hair all the time. There's always ways. The problem is people want you to accept them for who they are and what they are at that particular time. Yeah. I saw something literally today on Twitter that said most women are not ugly. They're just fat.
Whoa.
I said, now when you think about it, it's
to my voluptuous women, you are appreciated.
I mean, you still gonna but still, if you want to look and feel your best, you should always strive to do something in the gym.
Yeah.
Even if it's just regular walking. That by itself will increase your attraction to a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
Just weight is the one thing we can control out of every damn thing we're born with.
Yeah. Unless you got some type of condition.
And that's very rare.
But if you on 600-pound life, then ain't nothing I can do with that.
Yeah, so
you ain't wake up with that.
So
like it's a disease.
But it's crazy, like they say, most women aren't ugly. Like, and I agree with that, because if you really think about it, most people are average 5s. That goes males and females, right? But those 5 females can do a small thing, whether it's going to the gym and make themselves 6, 7, just like that. But it's whether or not they want to. So her feeling like that she's the ugly friend of the crew is like, well, get in the gym. Like, dude, if a dude, that's automatically attracted to a dude if they know you work out. Yeah, and you actually show it.
Because even if you are voluptuous,
yeah,
because I think you said that word wrong. But like if I go to the gym and I see a pretty big girl in the gym,
yeah,
I still might, depending on the situation,
depending on her shape.
Depending on her shape.
That's what it is. It's the shape.
Yeah. It's depending on her shape. But then it's like, okay, when you come in here, are you actually working out, or you on the treadmill for 5 minutes, or you just in the way taking pictures to show that you in there, and then you leave?
You've seen plenty of women do that, like when you go to the gym.
But if I see that you actually like working, like if I'm in there 3-4 times a week and you in there 3-4 times a week, then it's like, yeah, I see you really putting that work in, and you got a pretty face. You just might happen to be big.
Cause now I'm looking in the future, like, okay, she actually still putting in this work. I mean, something's working, right?
And then it's something that y'all could do together too. So
yeah, I'm looking at potential.
Yeah,
and it's like if I see this shape, I can only imagine once you drop that
20,
shit, how you
20, 30, 40 pounds, like, ooh, you gonna be bad as a motherfucker. Like I said, you got people don't realize because I've dropped 40 pounds on multiple times. It makes you feel so much better about yourself. Like that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like when you feel good about yourself, that confidence, that's the real confidence. That's when I got my confidence, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah,
I went from like 240 something to 196. You can tell me a goddamn thing. Like I said, that's when my confidence kicked in. It was like, oh man, I look good, I feel good, clothes fit me better. Like I like this. And again, when that type of positive energy attracts other positive energy. It's gonna attract some negative too, but it's gonna attract more positive energy as well. So now when you go out with your friends, like you're getting double takes versus they looking at you one time like, what about your friend? So,
and even with the weight loss, like I struggle to actually shed pounds, but when I see maybe the weight might not drop, but my build will start changing. Once I start seeing that, then my confidence go up a little bit. And then when other folks be like, "Oh, you look like you been," for sure.
That's all you need to hear.
It's gonna keep me going right there.
That's all you need to hear. But again, in her case, again, we did see the picture. I'm not saying she's an unattractive lady, because I don't think nobody's ugly.
I just feel like she was in her natural state.
I don't think she was ugly person.
No.
I'm not gonna say she was ugly, but peculiar. And this coming from a woman. Like I'm not saying it to be mean. Like what I saw, that's why I'm like, what she look like with clothes on? Because a lot of men think like this. Now a lot of men can say, oh, we really do like no makeup, no wigs, no lashes. Do you really?
Zay, do you know if a girl's attractive whether or not she got on clothes or makeup?
For sure.
Can't you tell?
For sure.
That's what we try to tell y'all. Like we know regardless of what you got going on now. If you only think you look good dressed up, something's wrong.
Yeah, I agree. But there are magicians out here.
So this is how I look at it. I always say the person I want to marry, I want them to be naturally cute. I want to be able to wake up with your bun at home and roll over and look at you like, and that girl still cute as fuck. Mm-hmm. If I gotta wait till you put your morning face on and do something to your hair and put on clothes, like you doing too much.
If that drop off, is that drastic from makeup to regular?
And that's why men say makeup like because we gonna see you regular more than we gonna see you done up. Even if you are a person that put on makeup every day, again, when I wake up in the morning, you're not gonna have makeup on.
Yeah,
you better not have makeup on.
When do you think most sex happens in relationships?
Naked face.
Night and in the morning.
Right.
When you going to bed and when you waking up.
That too.
So if that's what I'm looking at most of the time, and I'm not aroused by that, but I only get aroused once you put on makeup and clothes. Like that's why dudes tell you they want you to be your natural self, so they can decipher if you actually cute or not.
Yeah.
Cause you know it's a lot of people out here catfish.
Cause I know I'm about to say, cause 9 times out of 10, some men will see, a woman dressed up, and then you get to her house, for the Netflix and chill.
Different person.
It's a whole different person. Then they be like, well, I'm gonna still smash, but
because I done drove over it now.
Because I done come over here to entice you to put on a movie for 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna fuck before it can say doom doom.
Exactly.
And then after that, I'm on dip.
I gotta go pick my cousin up from the bus station.
On the bus station.
So it's
you wanna ride with me? No. All right, cool.
Don't ask that because
I know. If you're a master at it, you get away with it.
I understand your point, but I'm just speaking like as a whole. Like some men, some will do that.
Can you agree that most women just want you to accept them for who they are, right then and there?
Yeah.
Do you think there's something wrong with that?
I ain't gonna say it's something wrong with it, but I don't think that's necessarily the truth.
Let's say you marry me and I'm working at Walgreens front cashier. But I'm happy. I make my $36,000 a year. I'm happy.
If we're not living above our means.
But you're not gonna marry me, is it?
It depends. If we are not living above our means and $36,000 plus whatever that's another story for another.
But I want you to accept me for who I am.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
That's fine. That's 100%. That's me speaking authentically. That's fine. If we not literally, if we not now, we sit out here living like the
For
motherfucking Kardashians.
and
out
I'm gonna be like this for the next 30 years.
I ain't gonna say no.
Now you see
marriage now.
Now you see what I'm saying.
I'm content with.
But you gotta accept me for who I am.
But I not accept you. But there's
for
nothing
30 years.
wrong. Now see, you didn't say that at first.
We getting married. Well, how long you think marriage is supposed to last?
You didn't say that you were gonna be a Walgreens.
It's supposed to be lifelong.
He might switch Walgreens. He might go from that one to the one on County Line.
Fuck that. You can go up in the company. You know, because
no,
honestly,
I'm fine being a front cashier making my $36,000. I want you to accept me for me.
No. since you gave me all the context and since you gave me all the context, and if that's where you gonna keep it at without progression or anything like that, it ain't gotta be to another company. It could just be, even if you go to the store manager.
No.
And you make
too much responsibility.
And you make
that's pressure.
And you
Yeah,
make
too much responsibility.
That's a preference. But see, I'm just going out based on what you said. Now, if you $36,000 now, you content. Okay, now when you add in, but I want to do this for the next 30 years. Okay, no, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing for you.
So again,
I ain't got nothing for you.
Again, we getting married, right? Let's say if I meet you and you 260.
Damn. I mean, I'm 250. I can't say shit.
For a girl, that's extremely.
No, for a woman, 250 is a lot.
How tall is she?
It don't fucking matter.
She'll have to be 6 feet or higher for it to even look decent, right?
I agree.
So let's say she 5'3".
5'3", 250.
But you're gonna expect me to accept you at 5'3", 260 for the next 30 years.
When you say,
and you're probably gonna get worse.
Now,
especially after you have a kid.
I'm on. Since we talking about me and you asked me that, or it's because I'm 9 times out of 10, ain't no nigga gonna just ask, or do you plan on losing weight? Boy, you a bad man if you ask that on the first date.
but if you know that men are attracted to attractiveness, why not even have it in your mind already?
Listen, I feel like everybody should be
accept you for 30 years. At 260.
Don't to accept you as a person. No, I'm not gonna say that because I don't agree with that. I would accept no if that's not something I like. Me personally, I like a stockier type person. If that's what I like, that's what I like. But if that's not something you like, first of all, why go for something you know you don't like? That's number one. But number two, if the potential of them getting smaller, then they say, okay, well that's not something I want to do. Yeah, all right.
That means accept me for who I am at 5'3", 260 for the next 30 years of my life.
That means that, okay, see you later, alligator. Find you somebody that can accommodate to what you want.
Now, I do agree with that. But again, we were just talking about mindsets.
Mindset, me personally.
Because just like you saying, if I'm not your cup of tea, move along, right?
Yeah.
That means accept me for who I am. If not, you move along.
I mean, yeah, you can accept me for what I got. And I'm going to give you all I got.
Well, we're just going to be, I guess.
But I will say, at 255, 3, hell yeah, that's more than a lot. But honestly, if nobody is willing to, I ain't gonna just say change, but like they don't even have their own willingness to understand that, for example purposes, 5'3", 250 pounds, you don't see that that's a problem. That's health wise.
Most people don't. You do realize that most of Americans are fat, right?
9 times, and especially in Mississippi, we are the heaviest state, the poorest state, things of that nature. But like, if you just don't have that willpower to even want to do better, like me personally, I'm 5'4" and I'm 200 pounds. But if I stand up and I show the world, I got a little push in down.
It's not gonna be the world. We ain't got that many views.
You don't know that. This might be the one that skyrocket. Don't short yourself, but. I do
got two, in the words of Cole, when Jew Liberty's on here. So
I ain't no Jew Liberty.
So it's just like, if I was to stand up, would nobody guess that I'm 200 pounds, like literally 200 pounds on the dot. But the way I carry myself, the way that I'm built, I guess people wouldn't assume that. So I would be attractive to some people. But I guess if you're not willing to make the changes for you to be healthier, and it's just like, you can't make nobody happy if they not happy with themselves. That kind of go back to that.
So again, why I brought that up because just like me making $36,000, I know if I marry a girl, she gonna eventually want me to continuously upgrade.
Yeah, make a little more.
Yeah. Continuously. There's no, I should never be able to stop.
Yeah.
For her to be happy, especially if she, like say, she jump up in front of me and earn income. Now I gotta go even higher, right? So I have to continuously be attractive to her. my thing is the exact opposite should be with the women and dudes. Like, you should continuously want to be attracted to your guy, especially when you know most relationships end because of cheating. Yeah. Like, why not be attractive or make yourself feel good and try to maintain his attraction so he won't go out there and do anything? Yeah. So again, it's that complacency. That's why I compared the $36,000 to 53260. Like, you should be always want to strive to be attractive to your partner. Plain and simple.
True.
So speaking of attractive, and we touched on it with the makeup. Mm-hmm. Having makeup, you're not really knowing how you look regular. Does that same concept go for the body? You see somebody in some clothes, and you like, okay, they look like they in shape, or they look like they this or that. Then you get them out the clothes, or they send you a picture, and it's like, ooh, I
think that happens probably more than 60% of the time.
That happens more than the makeup, honestly.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think that happens more than anything.
Which takes me to my next question. I know the answer is yes, but I would like for y'all to dive into it if possible. If you can do it without embarrassing somebody. Have you ever received a nude you didn't care for? A bad nude?
Like unsolicited nude or
unsolicited or just whatever. Yeah. Why was it bad? Not an unsolicited one, because it's probably bad because it's unsolicited. One that you actually may have wanted, or the person thought that you wanted. Why was it bad?
I mean, I've had a guy before that talked.
I'm not saying dick pic. I'm talking about like full nude.
Full, yeah, everything. Yeah. I've had a guy, and I mean, I am gonna go sexual with it too, because it ties into it. I had a guy, just. Dude, he was what I liked, and not necessarily, but I've had a guy that checked off all the boxes, right? And then when it come down to it, it's time to get busy. Now it's just like, what the fuck was that? Whether because I am a firm believer. And it's gonna be what you just did. I'm a firm believer. I don't give a fuck about this. At this age that and maturity level that I'm at now, size, I don't say don't matter, but it's not on my high list. But it's about how you can work it and the things that you can do to make me climax. Cause I'm a firm believer, and it ain't the size of the penis that's gonna get me to the top. I've had a nigga with probably the small dick in my life that made me come. Versus a nigga that had 10 plus.
That could still be like 4, 5, 6 though, because you said it's as small as in your life don't mean.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. Like in mine, which is like.
You ain't gotta say.
I don't know. I don't even know what 5 or 6 inches look like.
I'm about to say most girls can't tell you what 5, 6 inches look like. They're like they don't know the difference between 6 feet and 5 feet.
I mean, I don't. I don't. But I mean, I would just say like
all they know is you taller than them.
I would say this is probably the smallest. I don't know if y'all can see that, but like that's probably the smallest.
I can see.
That might be the smallest.
Damn, Joy.
Maybe.
You act like that's fucking small. That's still a 5. That's average.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying.
My point stands.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is just like they talk cash money shit. Whether it be their sexual drive or just the things that they can offer, and it's just like, yeah, but you falling short here.
So back to this nude thing, like
nude itself, like I don't give a fuck about no nigga send me a picture of him in a mirror.
Do you get turned on by a guy physique?
Yes.
Like how much? How important is that?
If it's a like ab, you talking about like abs?
Like in general,
whatever physique that you like.
Yeah.
My personal preference, that does make a difference. Yes.
Okay, so have you gotten a picture where you thought under his clothes he was built how you like and he was not?
No, not really. No.
Shit, I have.
Cause like for instance, I like big football hefty nigga. If he ain't got no gut, he ain't getting no butt type shit. So it's just like that's what I like now as a mature and able-bodied adult. I understand that
Shannon Sharp once said
these niggas ain't 6'9".
If she ain't 80, she ain't no lady. If she 210, I'm all in. So you like As far as dudes, that's kind of you like the heftier.
Yes. Like, and I ain't saying I want no sloppy, you know, just barely touching their kneecaps type shit. Like, no, that shit got to be put up.
I've seen girls say that, and I say, "Hey, is this guy trapped?" And she'll say no, and then point out another bigger dude. And then I'm like, "Is he attractive?" You're like, "Yeah." I like said that's how I know y'all know what y'all be talking about. But
but like it was like
it's about how he look and how he make you feel. That's it.
Cause like when we got to the point where it's time to get busy, he took his clothes off. I'm like, okay, you match what you kind of look like. You know what I'm saying?
You never been surprised by man boobs?
No, I like that shit.
Why?
They can lick on each other. That's why. That's all it is.
No, I would not say that.
Jonathan said in one of our podcasts, shout out to Tap. He said he don't want no girl sucking on his titties because he got man boobs. And it's gonna make him feel weird.
I feel like if a nigga ever asked me to do that, I would cry.
So I'm gonna say this here. I would never ask for that shit, right? That's not a thing that I'm.
But if it happens, you gonna let it ride.
With a nude? Oh, you talking about
the
nipple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I think you might not have been there. I played Truth or Dare one time. And one of the dares was for a girl to lick my nipple.
I was not there because I do not remember that.
This was a Honda trip.
Oh no, I never went on none of them.
Oh well,
unfortunately.
That's why. You missed the time.
I feel like I know who you're talking about though, but we will not say no name.
We can say it off camera.
Okay.
Yeah. But she it was enjoyable. I'm just leave it at that.
She sucked that much.
Now I would never. She ain't suck. She more so licked it, but it was still enjoyable. But again, that's not some shit that I would ever ask for.
Yeah.
But if it's like
if she just does it,
yeah, you know how with a woman, you kissing and you making your way down and you make that little pit stop. If she do that, okay, whatever. Don't be that too long now.
What is that the first thing she always want to do? Go straight to your neck.
No kissing, no hugging, just rip that shirt off, nigga.
It's going. I'm a side at her at some point.
What would she say? That's what get her off though.
But see, so here's the thing. That don't need to be a surprise, right? So normally when I get involved with somebody, before we even get to that point, I have the conversation. I make it a point to have a conversation of what you like and don't like. So that way, when it's time to do it, I have a general idea of what to do and what you like to do and what you might want to do to me. So if we discuss that she like doing that, then I already have it in my mind. Okay, cool. But if it's like we ain't even had that,
what she say? She want to eat your ass?
Nope.
But that's what turns on.
Well, I'm not gonna be the one turning on.
I agree, but
like you said, we one of y'all said, just see you later. It was fun, having this little talk. We could be cool. You come on the show, but that's
You can talk about
you can talk about you bring your own mic cover.
You don't even want that
Because you might have had been fresh off, in the words of Robin Harris, you might have been fresh off a nigga ass, and now you got that ass all on my mic.
You know how nasty you gotta be for a girl to be like, I want to eat a dude's ass. Like, you are nasty. Like, nothing about that makes me go ooh. Like,
she want a nigga to throw them legs back, man.
She just that's
and then as the guy receiving it, it's only certain positions that.
Without it being weird, it's just like,
dude, I get everybody got their own fetishes and all that kind of kinks and shit. But I'm just like that ain't never gonna be one for me.
I said I try not to kink shame unless it's within a certain category. I'm shaming you if it's in that category. But regular stuff, I try not to kink shame. However, that don't mean that I'm gonna get involved with you.
So back to the nude thing. Have a girl actually sent you a nude, you was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, what make you go ugh though?
Because it wasn't.
Was it distasteful or was it her body? Which one?
B. Now there was one that
she was photoshopped.
There was one that I asked for that I was disappointed, and then there was one that I just got out of the blue, and I was disappointed. But to be fair, the one that I got out the blue, I wasn't it wasn't one that I would necessarily wanted anyway.
But it's out the blue. Any out the blue one's still pretty nice. But
I mean, like we was just talking about, just a type shit, and she just sent one. But I didn't want it to begin with. So once I got it, it was like, oh.
Do you think that kind of goes back to certain women think highly of themselves regardless of what everybody else think of them, and they think they're fine, but in reality they probably really not?
In this person's case, no, but I'm almost positive that there's a lot of women out there that's like that. But in this person's case, I don't think that was it.
Cause I've definitely received some. I just like, I really didn't have to get that one.
Yeah,
it didn't persuade me in a positive way to want to do anything. Yeah. Cause most of the time it's just curiosity when you want to fuck a girl as a guy.
Yeah,
it's curiosity. Now back in my day, I like if they had sent me a nude and I ain't smashed it, I'd just be like, I kind of saw what I wanted to see. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like I don't even necessarily have to pursue the smash now because my curiosity is gone now.
Yeah.
So that's really what it is, curiosity. Yeah. But I'm like, I said, well, that's the quickest way if you want me to just not fuck it. Like,
in the words of my grandma, why buy the cow when you get the milk for free?
Now I'm gonna say this, right? At the end of the day, you if anybody know how you look, you know how you look, right?
Some people are delusional.
Some people are delusional. But my thing is this, right? If you gon', especially if it's the first time you send a nude. Now, if it's just y'all been together or y'all been talking for a certain amount of time, you might get some bullshit every now and then. But because that's your person, you're not gonna look at it as bullshit. But like when it's the first one, you should want to put your best foot forward. You should look at it and be like,
if I was a guy, would I like it? But the problem is they'll say that and then they're like, yeah,
that's true. But then you got a lot of women who think that just because they are a woman, then you gonna want
you lucky to get anything that.
And see, that's where some women
overlap.
They fuck up because what like
Venn
how we
diagram
have
of a
how
nude
we
right
have y'all so silly. How we have preferences, men have preferences too. So
that's true.
And
our
women
preferences
should
are not talked about, so that's why.
Hey,
there's
I got
a lot of
preferences,
stuff with
so.
men that's not talked about. So you gave your preferences. Are you dating anybody?
Not seriously, no.
What for the potential that might see this and might want to get added to the team? Want to, the Pistons had an open tryout. They want to come to your open tryout. What are you looking for?
Are you even accepting open?
Ma'am, this ain't your show.
I'm always accepting unless I'm in a relationship. Come on,
what is your archetype that you looking for in a starting five, in a point guard?
Damn.
Well, I'm tall, so I like tall women. Okay. But I do make exceptions for attractive women.
What's tall? You say you 6'3", so to a 6'3" guy, what's
5'9" and up?
Okay.
Preferably 5'10", 5'11", but that was hard to find.
Right.
Because if I'm 4% of the population, I know a girl that's closer to 6 feet got to be like 2%.
Sure.
So, you know what I mean? But again, if she attractive, I can deal with it. Now, I've dated people 5 feet tall. I date most people 5 feet tall. Is that my preference? No. But if you a good person and I think I find you attractive, I give it a go.
Right.
But again, if you ask me what I would like, I mean, 5'5" and up. Like, that's my ideal. You don't necessarily have to be in shape, but you have to have a shape.
For sure.
With the intentions of improving that shape.
Right.
Because again, you think about it, you get married now, 10 years and a kid, you automatically gonna gain weight. So, but you got to show me that you at least gonna try not to
lose yourself.
Just be crazy with it, because I've seen it happen all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but as far as body, like I said, 5'5" and up, A shape, can't be dumb, but in a trainer. Like if I think you naturally cute, I'm always down for that. Always.
Okay. Well, we covered a lot. And y'all have given a good perspective on y'all's opinions. So do y'all have time for some bullshit? and then we'll get up out of here.
I always got time for bullshit.
Talking your mic.
I always got time for bullshit.
It's crazy how many times as a host that I gotta say talking your mic.
That's why I try to keep it like right here.
And I'm gonna say this too before we get into this topic. They've been asking me to come on this podcast. How many? Only one time, but it's been about a year, right? Y'all, I rode my bike 20 minutes to get over here to make sure I record with this guy.
Hey.
In the cold.
Hey,
shout out to Man Know Your Soul Cycles.
Okay.
But yes, now you can ask your question.
You can't top that dedication.
I told him I was gonna be here the next time he asked me where I'm at. All right.
I drove. So
yeah, but you also canceled last week.
Oh damn.
I did. But I'm here now, so we can't talk about the past because ain't shit we can do about it.
We can talk about it.
Since you want to get on bullshit, I just have to make that disclaimer.
Right.
Hey, and listen, and I'm glad that before we get up out of here, or as we close out, anything y'all want to promote or tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, you guys should follow Magnolia Soul Cycles here in Jackson, Mississippi. We have basically New Orleans style bike touring here. I know it's pretty cold right now, but when it warms up, get out there. Like I said, our bikes got lights on them, headlights. We go out there. We take the music speaker out there with us. We ride in groups. Get everybody to have a good time, have fun, get some exercise in at the same time. But it's always a party, a party on wheels. And you can follow that at Magnolia Soul Cycle on all social media, all of them literally. Or if you just want to follow me, I ain't that important, but Pimp Daddy Corwin on Instagram.
How long them rides be? Give or take.
Hour and a half, 2 hours. Just depends. Cause every group can't ride for that long, so I kind of let them decide how long we ride. But whatever. The average is about an hour and a half though.
Okay.
Cool. Right now my businesses are in progress for rebranding, so we'll discuss that later on a different podcast. But follow me on Instagram, naturally.joy with 3 Y's. I'm pretty dope. Every day is different with me, so.
Crazy.
You know how we was talking about. Never mind. So that's it. That's all y'all got.
That's all I got.
Shout out to my boy Zay. He doing something big out here. Tune in, like, comment, subscribe, share
with your friends.
Promote when I send y'all the clips and when I tag y'all in the clips.
I like all your videos. I like all your videos on YouTube.
You like them, but do you share them?
No.
There we go. And then as the segments, because I've been breaking them up in segments and then put out the whole episode at the end. So as I send y'all the links, send them out to whoever y'all send them out to.
Can't say I don't support them though.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure. I can't say that.
I roll my bike. Listen, I put my brakes up in my truck, so last minute I rolled my bike 20 minutes to come record this. So
hey, I'm gonna promote it. I'm gonna promote it.
You gonna take them home?
Am I gonna do what? Am I gonna take what off?
You gonna take him home?
I mean, he got a fucking bike. I can't put a bike in my car.
You can't put a bike in your car?
No, I got a Honda Civic.
Ain't the Civic a hatchback?
I mean, if I try.
She got a girl car.
She do got a girl car. All right, well.
Hey man. And by the way, I love the intro. For some reason. I don't know what it is. We got that from
video?
Yeah. The music.
So the music is Clyde, my other co-host, this his partner song.
Okay.
And then the footage of the city I stole from YouTube. From somebody else.
So every time I click on one of these videos, I really click on it so I can hear the intro song.
Oh no, that intro fire. I ain't gonna lie. I don't brag on a lot. That intro fire.
I wish it was longer, but yeah.
And then of course, pull clips from the show and just sync it up. But nah, that shit. Yeah, I agree with you. I might not change that intro for a while. I'm just gonna update the new logo. Have y'all seen the new logo? Shout out to Monica for our new logo.
Oh yeah, and because I am a part of Uncorked podcast, we will be starting back soon. When?
Who knows?
Who knows? But we was making traction, but we're gonna start back soon. This was fun. So
I need to get back.
I'm gonna make sure we do that right.
Joe, when you gonna start your podcast?
I have no idea.
You might well just be an affiliate of Jacktown Classix and Court.
Hey, I might as well, because I'm not good with tech stuff, so.
And like that, we out.
Peace. Wait, did you end it?
I'm from Mississippi. Yeah, we pussy P on them, but I be stand for pimp. Grew up in a farmhouse, raised plugging chickens. They can't understand us, cause we talk a little different. Up there they say pants, down here we say bridges. Up there they say soda, down here we say pop. Car break down, we fix our own shit, don't need no shop. Run into that money, lose my leg, bitch, I hot. Country young niggas tryna get it, this shit don't stop. Bitch, follow my lead. Bottom of the pack, just squeeze. Promise this shit ain't easy. Double J make shit look like a breeze. We ain't see a snake take heat. Don't get big playing stupid. Mississippi nigga don't steal, but we'll go and steal some coochie. Finna pull up on Rucci, but now they whip ain't rented. Ayy, all of my whip be tinted. Baby girl, look at my lap, now come put your head in it. She just was stupid when sped in it. I got a Glock with some lead in it. I got a Sprite with some red in it. And I got a truck from Mississippi. Yeah, we pussy P on them, but I be stand for pimp. Grew up in a farmhouse, raised plugging chickens. They can't understand us, cause we talk a little different. Up there they say pants, down here we say bridges. Up there they say soda, down here we say pop. Car break down, we fix our own shit, don't need no shop. Run into that money, lose my leg, bitch, I hot. Country young nigga tryna get it, this shit don't stop. I'm on the barrel, no crab. Sick of this shit like Shell. I don't even know what to do with this shit, my plug just threw me a slab. Been that ass over, I stab. Know a young nigga had to cut it. My cup Mississippi muddy. Hit the airport with no luggage. I'ma go shop when I land. Free hot boy out the can. I'm from Mississippi, we don't need no gun, we'll throw these hands. My daddy raised a man. Told me I always have a plan. Cornbread and collard green, we ate off the land. I'm from Mississippi. Yeah, we pussy P on them, but I be stand for pimp. Grew up in a farmhouse, raised plugging chickens. They can't understand us, cause we talk a little different. Up there they say pants, down here we say bridges. Up there they say soda, down here we say pop. Car break down, we fix our own shit, don't need no shop. Run into that money, lose my leg, bitch, I hot. Country young nigga tryna get it, this shit don't stop.